wit. Saip Tiger 2, Episode 188, The Artistic Asylum. Opening scene, wind rustling through jackfruit trees. Camera pans across Saip Tiger's quiet bungalow. A sign reads, "Silence is not absence, it is the rent I charge." Tiger, narrating dryly. There are days when solitude kisses your forehead like an old friend, and there are days when it slams the door open and says, "Surprise." I brought the entire film industry and a rapper with unresolved parental issues. Act 1. Arrival of the Lost Creatives. It all started with a knock on the gate. 3 knocks and one voice whispering, "Bro, do you have a basement?" Enter Unicorn Hunter, a conscious rapper who blames everyone for everything, including sunrise and seatbelts. And a caravan of film fraternity members, their beards soaked in herbal smoke and their phones full of unfinished Korean short films. The police were hunting for them. Apparently, someone confused a DMT rave for a poetry reading, and now Kerala's cultural revolution was hiding under my roof. I said yes, not because I cared, but because I knew this would be funny one day. Act 2. Dinner dynamics and dinner table racism. Dinner. I laid out the table. One end for me, one side for the film folks, one end for the rapper. Unicorn Hunter stopped mid-chew and stood up with righteous fire in his pupils. "See? You put me far from the tiger. This is class war, dinnertime racism. They eat near the king, I sit at the tail. This tiger's stripes, they ain't for sale." He performed a full rap verse, mid-rice, about a seating arrangement I didn't even notice. But I did notice something else. This man needed something to blame. Today it was me, tomorrow it would be the cow next door. After that, the moon, or his own breakfast. Act 3, filming with divine smoke. Meanwhile, the film fraternity was selecting a movie to study. They chose Burning, a Korean film about emotional tension and greenhouse arson. They smoked, they paused every 3 minutes to say, "This, we remake this." In Kottayam. But instead of greenhouses, it's toddy shops. One man, a soft-spoken writer, dared to say, "Maybe we just tell a story from here, something we've lived." They laughed. "Bro, international audience won't get your childhood in Palakkad, but they will feel Korean rain through a Kerala bus stop." They went back to smoking imported philosophy. I, meanwhile, watched the quiet one, the one who didn't quote Tarkovsky every 6 minutes. There was fire in him, the kind not rolled in paper. That Act 4, the pickle wars. One night, someone opened my 8-year-old lime pickle. The rapper blamed the filmmakers. The filmmakers blamed the rapper's entourage. One person screamed, "You people don't understand condiments and consent." Voices rose. One filmmaker cried, "Pickles are colonial." Unicorn Hunter responded, "Pickles are oppressed cucumbers." And this is another erasure. They argued for 2 hours about pickles, while I sat silently and considered setting the house on fire just to save oxygen. Act 5, calamity, forgetting and farewell. Then, as with all Indian news cycles, a real tragedy struck. A boat capsized near Cochin. Lives were lost. Media moved on. So did the police. My house guests? Forgotten. That night I drove them to Cochin, silently. One of them tried to roll a joint with the page of my old Tiger Tooth Act license. I didn't stop him. I was done. On my way back, I was stopped twice. 2 speeding tickets. One for being slightly over 40 km/h, one for existing. I smiled, took the fines, and returned to a house that finally, after 31 nights of second-hand philosophy and third-hand weed, was quiet again. Dreams of stoned apes. That night, I dreamt of Terence McKenna. He came to me, naked but wearing spectacles, offering me a handful of glowing mushrooms. "Sayip," he whispered, "eat these. Art is waiting." I looked him dead in the psychedelic eyes. "I'd rather eat that wild goat who keeps ruining my grapevines and calling it performance art." He wept. I woke up. Intoxication for art or art for intoxication? There is, my friend, a huge difference. And between the two, you'll usually find a rapper with no chorus and a filmmaker trying to light incense with irony. Saip Tiger Jew. Still hosting, still watching, still wondering if maybe the goat had the right idea all along.